The Epistle to the Romans is the most remarkable letter in the New Testament. It impacted, I don't know if you know Augustine. Have you ever heard of Augustine? He's one of the church fathers in the 3rd century and 4th century. Augustine being a North African professor in rhetoric. In other words, he just spoke about life and philosophy. And he was a believer, but he wasn't completely the type of Christian that you and I would think a Christian should be. And he loved to party. He loved sexual passions. And within himself, he knew who he was, like many of us do when we walk with God. We understand who we are, and he was restless. And this one particular day, he was crying in the garden of a friend, crying to himself, saying, God, why am I like this? Why am I not happy? Change me, O God. And he heard a song sung by a little girl or a little boy just next door over the wall. It said, pick up and read. Pick up and read was the song. And for some reason, he felt this was God calling him to pick up this little notebook. Well, he had manuscripts of Romans next to him. And he picked up Romans and he opened the book to wherever it fell. And it fell into these words, Romans chapter 13, verses 13 and 14. Think about what he's just been thinking about. God, why am I like this? And it says this. He read these words. It said, let us behave decently as in the daytime, not in orgies and drunkenness, not in sexual immorality and debauchery, not in dissension and jealousy. Rather clothe yourself with the Lord Jesus Christ, and do not think about how to gratify the desires of your sinful nature. When he read those words, he said it was as if heaven opened and the light of God's gospel entered into his heart. He became one of the greatest church fathers in history. He fought heresy over the years after his conversion. And he stood up for Jesus Christ in the church. And many, if you go to seminary, you'll always hear about Augustine. But he started as this man who battled to understand, why am I so restless inside? And he was the one that wrote, a man will find rest when he finds rest in God. And he found that.